The girl was crying on the side of the road. Not the kind of crying you can ignore. Her hands were shaking. Her phone battery was at 2%. Cars sped past her like she didn't exist. And then, a grease-covered mechanic in a torn jacket stopped his truck. What happened next would change both their lives forever. Daniel Carter wiped sweat from his forehead with the back of his hand. The garage smelled like oil and rust. "Dad, are we going to have dinner tonight?" His 7-year-old son, Noah, stood at the door holding a broken toy car. Daniel forced a smile. "Of course, buddy. I'll fix this engine and we'll get something nice, okay?" Noah nodded, but his eyes showed he understood more than a child should. Daniel was a single father. His wife had left years ago. No goodbye. No explanation. Just gone. Since then, life had been a constant fight. Bills stacked up. Rent was overdue. The garage barely survived. But Daniel never complained. Not in front of Noah. That evening, Daniel counted the money in his pocket. $23. Not enough. He looked at Noah sleeping on the couch, hugging that broken toy. Daniel whispered to himself, "I'll figure something out, I always do." But for the first time in years. He wasn't sure how. The next day, on his way home, Daniel saw her, a teenage girl standing beside a luxury car. Flat tire. Tears running down her face. She looked completely lost. Daniel slowed down, then stopped. He stepped out. "Hey, you okay?" The girl hesitated. I don't know what to do. My phone is dying. I tried calling, but..." Her voice broke. Daniel nodded calmly. "It's okay. I got this." He rolled up his sleeves. "Got to work." The girl watched silently as he struggled with rusty tools. "You don't have to do this," she said softly. Daniel smiled. "Yeah, I do." 10 minutes later, the tire was fixed. The girl wiped her tears. "Thank you, I don't even know your name." "Daniel. I'm Emily." She reached into her bag. "Please, take this." She offered cash. Daniel stepped back. "No, keep it. But, just, help someone else someday." Emily looked at him, confused, touched. People like him didn't exist in her world. Later that night, Daniel's phone rang. Unknown number. He almost ignored it, but something told him to answer. "Hello." A calm, powerful woman's voice replied. "Is this Daniel Carter?" "Yes, who is this?" A pause. "This is Victoria Hayes, Emily's mother." Daniel frowned slightly. "Your daughter is safe." "I know. She told me everything." Her tone shifted. "And I'd like to meet you." The next day, Daniel stood outside a massive glass building. He looked down at his oil-stained boots. "Maybe this is a mistake," he muttered. Inside, everything was polished, perfect, untouchable. A receptionist guided him upstairs. The doors opened, and there she was, Victoria Hayes. Elegant, powerful, cold, yet curious. "You're the man who helped my daughter." Daniel nodded. "She needed help." Victoria studied him carefully. "Most people in your situation would have taken the money." Daniel shrugged. "Most people aren't me." For the first time, Victoria smiled slightly. "I want to repay you," she said. "No need. I insist." Daniel crossed his arms. "I didn't do it for money." Victoria leaned forward. "Then do it for your son." Silence. That hit him. "How do you know about my son?" "I know everything about people who matter." She slid a paper across the table. "A job." Daniel looked at it. Head mechanic. Private fleet. Salary. His eyes widened. This is too much." "No," she said softly. "It's exactly what you deserve." Life changed fast. Daniel moved into a small but clean apartment. Noah finally had his own bed. "Dad, is this really ours?" Noah whispered. Daniel smiled, holding back tears. "Yeah, buddy, it is." For the first time in years, hope felt real. Emily visited often. She played with Noah, laughed like a normal teenager. One evening, "Why did you help me?" she asked Daniel. He thought for a moment. "Because once, someone helped me when I had nothing." Emily smiled. "I'm glad they did." One night, Victoria called Daniel into her office again. Her expression was different, more personal. "There's something you need to know." Daniel sat down slowly. Victoria took a deep breath. "Years ago, I was not who I am now." Daniel stayed silent. "I was poor, lost, pregnant, and alone." His heart skipped. "I had to give up someone I loved, because I couldn't give him a life." Daniel's eyes narrowed slightly. What are you saying? Victoria looked at him, her voice trembling. You remind me of him, because you are him. Silence filled the room. Daniel's breath stopped. You left. Tears filled Victoria's eyes. I thought I was protecting you. Daniel stood up. No, you were running. Years of pain surfaced. You disappeared, Daniel said, voice shaking. I searched for you. Victoria cried. I was scared. I had nothing. You had me. The room echoed with emotion. For the first time, Victoria wasn't powerful. She was just a woman, broken by her past. Daniel walked away. He couldn't process it. All these years, she was there, living a life he never knew. Meanwhile, he struggled alone. That night, he sat beside Noah's bed. Dad, why are you sad? Noah whispered. Daniel forced a smile. I'm not, buddy. But tears fell anyway. Days passed. Daniel avoided Victoria. But Emily came. She sat beside him quietly. She never stopped loving you, Emily said softly. Daniel didn't respond. She built everything, because she wanted to be worthy of you someday. That hit deep. Daniel stood outside Victoria's office again. This time, he knocked. She looked up, eyes red. I don't expect forgiveness, she said immediately. Daniel stepped closer. I don't understand everything. Pause. But I understand one thing. He looked at her. You came back. Tears rolled down her face. And maybe, that's enough to start. Victoria broke down. Years of guilt, released. Daniel hugged her. Not as a billionaire. Not as a stranger. But as someone who once loved her deeply. Months later. The three of them sat together. Daniel, Victoria, Emily, and Noah. Laughter filled the room. Noah looked up. Dad, is she part of our family now? Daniel smiled. Yes, buddy, she is. Victoria held his hand. And for the first time, she felt complete. Sometimes, life breaks you before it rebuilds you. Sometimes, people leave, not because they don't love you, but because they don't know how to stay. And sometimes, one small act of kindness can bring everything back. If this story touched your heart, don't forget to like, heart. Comment your favorite moment crying. And subscribe for more emotional stories that stay with you forever. Sparkles.